What's up, guys? It's Gio, and welcome to a brand new series that I'm bringing here to the channel. You guys know this series because I was actually talking about it yesterday, or whenever the last video went up in the intro, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit A right here and enter the game menu so that we don't do anything stupid and perhaps run back through the intro. But anyway, you guys will know this as the NPCLocke challenge of Volt White 2. So I'm going to go ahead and start the game here, and we can kick this series off. I'm super hyped for it, so. Howdy, welcome to Pokemon Blaze Black 2 or Volt White 2. You might be seeing Professor Juniper, but this is Drayano speaking. Well, hello Drayano, you certainly do not look like what your avatar looks like on Poke Community. You probably know the basics of this hack. We're looking at new wild encounters, a more challenging game, an extra boost to many weaker Pokemon, among other features. The Unova region is the same as at its core, but you can experience it in a whole new way. As usual, documentation is provided to detail every edited aspect of the game. Be sure to use it if necessary, otherwise there's not too much else to say. I only hope that you can enjoy the new style this hack makes Pokemon Black 2 and Pokemon White 2 play. May it be an entertaining experience. Anyway, on with the game. What gender will you be playing as? I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm also Mike Gundy. So, for those of you who get that pretty common reference, then good for you. So you want to be the boy, right? I'm a man. What's your name? My name is Gio. So we're going to go ahead and type that in here real quick. And this is actually kind of a sequel-esque, and like, when just like looking at our channel, this is kind of a sequel-esque thing to the Pokemon Volt White Nuzlocke we did earlier. But your name is Gio? Dang straight. So your name is Gio, that's good to know. Could you tell me a little bit about your friend, the older boy who lives nearby? Would you mind telling me his name? Well, he's actually my younger friend, and he's actually sitting in Skype call right now. But we're gonna go ahead and nickname him Try. Or do you want to be nicknamed Chris? Nod for Chris. Okay, so he wants to be nicknamed Chris, but that is Trident's YT. He will probably be commenting down below. A link to his channel maybe in the description, probably not though, because I usually forget that. But anyway, Chris, did I get that right? Yes, you did. Gio, you'll shortly be given a Pokemon, but you can use whatever you like. That's right, it's an NPCLocke challenge. Let's get right into it. Time to visit a fan's version of Tougher Unova. So I'm going to go ahead and cough real quick, because that is a thing I can do while we see the autumn playing. So I'm going to go ahead and say this because it is the start of Locke. But for those of you who are clicking on this video for the first time and not knowing who I am, I'm Gio, but my full YouTube name is Geopolitics. I've been doing Pokemon on YouTube since about May 2014, mid-May 2014, and I mainly do competitive stuff, and I'm not the most experienced LPer, but I'm kind of looking to gain some more experience at it, and, you know, hopefully get better at it, because I think LPs are really fun to watch on YouTube, and it's something that I want to get a lot better at as my channel grows. So we're going to go ahead and watch these nice red autumn leaves falling towards the water. I've always wondered, like, what's in that water over there. I'm fairly certain you can get an encounter. We may have to come back to that later, but... So, there go the sparkling leaves as our mom's, like, weird pixelated face is sitting there. So we're gonna go ahead and, receive this call real quick on our Poke Gear Nav, whatever it is. Oh, hi. Why? Is that Aurea? Like, Aurea? We're gonna go with Aurea. Why Aurea Juniper? It's been far too long. What can I do for you? Wow, a Pokédex for my child? Why, that's great. I think a journey would be a wonderful experience. Oh, and also, I don't know, like, I mentioned this in the intro video, but just in case you guys don't know, I'm playing as Lance. You can easily go find, the rules video if you guys are looking for that. It may be down in the description below, but, you know. What now? She's already here? Oh, for Pete's sake, they never change. Once you've decided on something, you just start going. Oh, okay, Bianca, right? A big green hat. Got it. Okay, no worries. Alright, so we're gonna see what ends up going down right here. And, Chris just put his hood on. Like Thug, like I have mine on right now. But only he's lame and wearing his headset over his hood. But, Gio, I'm home. Now would be a good time to save your game, honey. Wow, look at that. They just, like, completely broke the fourth wall right there. Because I'm sitting here playing a game while sitting here playing a game. I'm playing a game inside a game. Breaking the fourth wall. Alright. So I will speed up occasionally at some points in this Let's Play. For non, important battles, I'll speed up, but if it's important, I won't speed up, so keep in mind. Do you know Professor Juniper? She's a famous Pokemon researcher. Actually, she's an old friend of mine, and she called me today for the first time in ages. This out of the blue, but Geo, do you want to have a Pokemon? Yes, I do. Okay, step 1 completed. Well then, do you know what a Pokédex is? Yeah, you don't need to explain it to me. I knew you would. Isn't this amazing how it automatically records Pokemon you encounter? Yet another question. You want a Yes, of course I want a Pokédex. Like, what are these questions? Okay, step 2 completed. Geo, your course of action has been set. A girl named Bianca has come here to meet you. She's Professor Juniper's assistant. I was told to simply look for a big green hat. That's right, you're going to look for Bianca, and then you'll get a Pokédex and a Pokemon to be your partner. Oh, your extra receiver is in your bag, right? Do you know how to open your bag? Yes. The girl's name is Bianca. I was told you should look for a big green hat. She might be lost because this is her first time here. Go look for her. Alright, so I've actually been thinking about what Pokemon I want to add for my first encounter, which will be our level 5 starter. And I'm thinking it is either going to be a Gible or a Dratini. Either way, Dratini's pretty weak starting off, so I'm probably gonna go with Gible just because I want like a good move pool early on. If you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. But anyway, here's Chris. Hey, you get a Pokemon yet? There aren't any Pokemon trainers around here, and I'm getting bored. What's that? A person named Bianca is giving you a Pokemon? No way! Chris's sister. That's funny, because Chris actually has a sister. So, Geo, if you get a Pokemon, take really, really good care of it, okay? Yeah. Okay, let's go get your Pokemon. There's something I have to do, and to do that, I need someone I can trust besides my partner Pokemon. A person I can trust. That's right, I'm talking about you. You seem like you've got good instincts. You head on home. Okay, big brother. Bye-bye, Geo. Alright, let's go find that person named Bianca. Alright, so now that Chris is following me, as per the usual, we're gonna go ahead and try to make our way up here as we're walking at just an absolute snail's pace, which sucks. So, look at how slow we're walking. This is pretty ludicrous going in on the verse because I've never been defeated and I won't stop now. Alright, so we gotta get the keys from this person right here in order to walk up, as there's this like really annoying like unlocking the easy mode. But, you know, like Volt White 2 is never really easy mode. It's actually a really hard game, and I'm terrified for Clay's gym because I think Clay could just like knock my socks off, which is why I think I'm going to have intimidating.
Do challenge mode.
No. Okay, Chris just said do challenge mode, but I'm not gonna do challenge mode. That's stupid. Like, it'd be one thing if it was like, oh yes, I am a professional Nuzlocker, but like I'm clearly not a professional Nuzlocker. I really suck at Nuzlocks if you're boiling it down to it, and I often win just because the RNG is very favorable to me. Sounds like regular Pokemon. But let's go ahead and walk up here to see what these people have to say. Oh, I get it. The outlook is Aspertia's most famous spot. I'll bet Bianca's up there looking at the scenery. Come on, go get your Pokemon already. Chill. As per the usual, Chris has absolutely no chill. But we're standing here next to Bianca. It's so pretty. Hey there. Don't you agree? Oh, of course, my name is Bianca. I'm the assistant of the Pokemon professor, Professor Juniper. By the way, I'm looking for someone. Do you know a person named Geo? Yeah, you're looking right at the god, so. Oh, no way, you're Geo? Wow, you're exactly like what I heard. Alright, nice to meet you. I have a really important request to ask you. Will you help us complete the Poké? Yeah, I will. Oh, wow. Thank you. Your support will help Professor Juniper's research move forward. Anyway, filling up the Pokédex is totally fun. Yeah, okay, just get on with it. Okay then, ta-da! In here is the Pokemon that will be your partner. Well, that's actually funny, because it's not really actually going to be my partner, but you guys know the deal, right? Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and choose a Pokemon. It doesn't really matter who we choose, but just to kind of reference the Volt White LP we did on the channel, we're going to go ahead and choose Snivy, and we're going to name this thing Smugleaf, just because that seems pretty cool, right? So Geo chose Snivy, yeah. Oh wow, you and Snivy are a perfect match. By the way, would you like to give a nickname to the Pokemon? Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna go and nickname this thing Smugleaf. It really doesn't matter. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and change the keyboard to QWERTY just because it's a lot easier to actually do. Smugleaf. Spelling with Geo, a new series on the channel. Words with friends. Alright. So anyway, Smugleaf, is that the nickname that you, like, want? Yeah. Smugleaf, that is such a great name! Oh my god! Now that you've got your Pokemon, I'll give you this too, a Pokédex! Alright, sweet, so we're getting our Pokédex. Look, we are just moving up in the Pokemon world right here. You wanna know what it does? Like, the Pokédex is a high-tech device that automatically records the Pokemon you encounter. So Professor Juniper wants you to carry this Pokédex, visit a lot of places, and meet all the Pokemon in the Unova region. Like, you know how cool that is? Still, that Professor Juniper, the normal thing to do is... Okay, yeah, okay, so we're just gonna head on out here. And it doesn't actually matter if we get popped right here. Popped right here when we're facing Chris. Like, I just kind of stuttered when I, like... was starting to say the P, so anyway. Hey, how long are you planning on keeping me waiting anyway? Hey, what's that? So, that's your partner, right? That's great. My sister already said so, but take care. Really good care of your Pokemon, got it? What's that you're holding there? It's a Pokédex! Alright, so we're gonna see what Chris has to say about that. Please give me a Pokédex too. I want to get stronger. If I have a Pokédex, I can learn more about Pokemon. That'll make me tougher, right? Who are you again? She just pulled the who are you out on Chris. I'm Chris. You have no chill. I'm gonna travel the Unova region with my partner Pokemon in order to search for something very important. So if you could just hit me up with that Pokédex, we can have like a pseudo drug deal here. Well, okay. I don't really get it, but going on a journey is always good, right? Anyway, I just happen to have another Pokédex, like, with me. It looks like Pokemon distribution has really changed compared to the 2 years ago, so, the more the merrier, right? Alright, so Chris is gonna get hooked up with this Pokédex, and we're gonna have a battle right here, so fight me, bro. Let's see how good of a trainer you are. I'll use my Tepig that I raised from an egg. Well, isn't that convenient? You just get fire starter when I get grass starter. Maybe I should reset the game and get the water starter. Let's have a Tepig. Okay, so we're challenging that Pokemon trainer Chris, but as I said, it doesn't really matter here. Even if we end up losing the lock, it's like, we don't even have our Pokeballs yet. And I have decided throughout this episode I am going to swap this thing out for... I am going to go ahead and swap our Smugleaf out for a Gabite, or a Gible, not a Gabite. We're not breaking the game here. We're going to swap it out for a Gible as Chris victoriously pumps his fists in the background, which is funny. But anyway, yeah, we're going to go ahead and swap it out for a Gible, just because I think Gible is a really good Pokemon to have for the game, just because of how strong it is. And I think the major downside to choosing Lance is that it's going to be really hard for us to train up our Pokemon, in the sense that it's going to take a long time for them to evolve, so we're not going to, like, you guys get what I mean, like, as opposed to having a Superior earlier in the game, we're gonna have a Garchomp later in the game, so it's kind of like trading, if you kind of get what I'm picking up and putting down. Anyway, so our Smugleaf is indeed level 6, so we will be getting a level 6 Gabite when we, or Gible, I get those two mixed up all the time, Gible. We're gonna have a level 6 Gible when we swap our thing back in. Anyway, I lost. This is different from battling with wild Pokemon. Well, whatever. I'm just happy to know you're a trainer I can count on. Cool. I'm heading off first. Get stronger. Alright, no problem, dude. I may or may not have just, like, a team of pseudos next time we meet, but anyway. The Pokemon on both sides, like, did their best, but this little one is still weak, so I'll battle with it and make it stronger. I don't want its, like, nails to be broken when it goes to battle, like... Alright, yo, let's go make your Pokemon better at the Pokemon Center. It's like the best place ever for Pokemon who battle and get hurt. I didn't even add that like right there. It literally says it's like the best place ever. Like, Nintendo knew what they were doing when they're like, we're gonna make Bianca like the stereotypical white girl. So, we are in fact back at the Pokemon Center right now. The Pokemon Center is like the same no matter where you are. Let's go inside. yeah. Eat. That is where we are headed. Okay, I'll show you around the Pokemon Center. And we're 15 minutes in. I'm looking to make these about 30 minutes long. So, the Pokemon Center, like, heals Pokemon for free. You should bring your Pokemon here anytime they are weak. I'll heal your Pokemon. Hand me your Pokeball for a second. No problem, famo. Look at Nurse Joy just hooking us up. Is this actually Nurse Joy, though? I don't know. It doesn't really look like it. Next, I'll explain the PC. This square thing here is the PC. Any trainer is free to use it. You can deposit Pokemon in it. Also, you can go through the basics of the game, even though you already really clearly know what you're doing. So we're just going to go ahead and speed up through all this. But after Bianca shuts her mouth, I'm going to hop into Pokegen real quick. I'm going to pause the episode, and then when we come back, I'm going to have a Gible, and it's going to be super cool. So yeah, she has given us a moment of breathing room. So I'm going to go ahead and save the game right here, and I'm going to be right back, guys. So hold on to your seats. Be ready for us to have a Super Dragon next time we come back. Okay, am I back? I think I'm back. Yeah, I'm back. Alright, so what's up, guys? I'm back, and I have successfully used the Pokegen to swap out Pokemon. So now we have a level 6 Gible with Tackle and Sand Attack, Rough Skin, Jolly Nature. Look at that attack, 19 attack at level 6. That's pretty solid right there. So we're going to go ahead, and I think the plan is just to get our second encounter. Go talk to Bianca, do the cool stuff, and then go ahead and... Do I have volume on? If not, I should have volume on. How about that? Alright. So anyway. So we're gonna go talk to Bianca, do the Pokeball stuff, catch the Pokemans, and then decide what we're gonna swap out next, and then I will have that Pokegen in the next episode. So you guys can look forward to that. But now we'll go ahead and talk about the common question of the video. We're going through kind of a slow part in the game where we're just getting our stuff, and it is going to be, if you guys were doing an NPC lock, what would be the Pokemon that you guys would choose, or the trainer that you guys would choose? As you guys know, I chose Lance, and I almost chose Officer Jenny. Officer Jenny would have been pretty cool, because I could have gotten Pokemon like Arcanine and Gengar, and Gengar is a Pokemon I won't get to be using with Lance. But I figured that, like, it was really close, and if it was any other game but a Drayano hack, I would have gone Officer Jenny, but I kind of need all the help I can get in a Drayano hack, so coincidentally, I ended up going with Lance. So now that we are over here with Bianca, and she will teach us how to catch a Pokemon, I'm going to talk about kind of my mindset going into which Pokemon I want to choose. I was just talking about this with Chris in the Skype call right before I started recording again, and the decision kind of came down to Dano and Munchlax, because I can use the Snorlax. And my thinking with Munchlax is that, hey, look, it's very bulky specially. Garchomp has pretty nice physical bulk, so it can switch into physical attacks. Snorlax has pretty nice special bulk, it can switch into special attacks. And it also has thick fat, which would be really nice to provide an ice resistance to the team. But what it ended up coming down to is that right now Munchlax really isn't going to pull a lot of weight, and I want two very hard hitters at the beginning of the game who can kind of hold down the party and make it a lot easier for me to train up some more Pokemon. So I think I am going to go with Dano just because it hits a lot harder at the beginning of the game. And, you know, it's going to be really cool. I'm excited to add Dano to the party, assuming we can catch whatever Pokemon we find on this route. And then I don't think I'll do grinding montages, just because I am recording this series ahead of time, spoilers. So I'm already going to be running low on space, so I don't want to do a grinding montage and whatnot, but I will be grinded up when you guys see the next episode, as this is a level 4 Purloin, so this may actually be kind of difficult to catch. Hopefully Tridents is not too strong and doesn't just completely knock this thing out in one hit. That would suck. Sweet, did about half. And it went for the Scratchinator, so that's gonna rack up some chip damage. Hopefully we can just catch this in the first Pokeball, as Drayano gave us 30 in this game, which is super nice. It makes it a lot easier for us to kind of catch Pokemon as the game goes on. So please, can we catch this Purloin first try? Alright, sweet, so that sets a great precedent, and hopefully kind of sets the tone for us catching the Pokemon for the rest of the series. So anyway, we catch Purloin, the devious Pokemon. I don't think I'm You know what, we'll name you Fatale, just because femme fatale is a literary term that I kind of like. So, there it is. I don't know what noise I just made, but anyway. So, we're going to go ahead and gen in this Dano. We're running back to the Pokemon Center, but, you know, I think that's going to wrap up today's episode. So, if you guys did enjoy today's episode number 1 of our Pokemon Volt White, I almost said Rollock, our Pokemon Volt White NPC lock, please make sure to leave a like. So it really does help show support for the stuff that I'm doing here on the channel. Also, make sure to answer today's comment question of the video, which A, can be found on the bottom right hand side of the layout, and B is, what NPC would you guys have chosen if you guys were doing this NPC lock? And with that, I urge you guys to subscribe if you guys are enjoying the constant content, and with that, I'll catch you on the flip-flop.